welcoming me into your space again to participate in your day in the life of Mr. Larry.
So I attended their conference and they were saying that affordable housing is a big crisis in Maryland, which I'm sure a lot of you all know. So when I've heard that one of her clients, she was going to be homeless, we kind of jumped in to give her try to find temporary housing. So we were able to find that, and we're also able to find her some affordable housing in Baltimore.
Still a hectic week for me too, but
how it looks.
In the Bible study, they talked about, can you make time for God? Oh, right?
What are you making time for?
Exactly.
You all seen last week's vlog. If you don't know me, my name is Frank Latte, CEO of Latte Wellness Group. So right now we're actually running a mental health clinic, and we're also trying to start our real estate. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to be taking things up to the next level. And right now for today, what we're doing is we are in Mondays at 10. It's usually the management meeting. All the heads of the various things we meet, talk about tasks completed last week, any issues and tasks this week, and anything that need help with, just to try to increase the communication, right, with everyone. So now you can come around here. All right, so Brianna. So I guess Brianna. Okay, thank you. Let's do this. Also this week on Thursday and Friday, going into the weekend, I may have a conference in DC, psychotherapy conference to go to, right? So I'm going to be out of pocket. But yeah, I was saying on our PRP, I think she had a lot of good points. Any thoughts on her email, Brianna?
No, I agree with everything that was in there. I kind of discussed this with her a couple months back, and definitely want to implement all of those things she had suggested. It does seem like there is a lot of confusion amongst, not only the client, but
email came through basically saying that, hey, can we improve the communication with the PRP program? There's so many various steps. People don't really know what's going on, how to do it. There's a lot of confusion. They don't know about the program. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So today is pretty much, Mondays are pretty much meetings. So I got meetings today. Got meetings at 10:30, 11. Got a whole bunch of admin emails to do. We have a clinician. We have 2 interviews today. I got to talk to another clinician. So it's actually going to be a good day for a day in the life of. So it's going to be good. All right, we'll talk later. All right, so right now we're just going to make some coffee. Starbucks. There's. And it's my first time using this one. Yeah, this little Keurig. All right, so now we're going to join our 10 a.m. meeting. The 10 a.m. meeting is with the staff, just the updates on things, see how things are going. Good morning, everyone. I got a videographer. See, Randy's here. We're taking it up to the next level. Great. Okay. Hi. Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, I was trying to click a reaction button like yay or nice, but I clicked the wrong button, sorry.
Yeah. Good morning, Lori.
Whoops, Good morning.
And just trying to, increase our social media presence, trying to really, this year is really about social and marketing and trying to get clients through like organic media. We're trying, right? It's hard because it's very, very hard to like, you got to be consistent, you got to be et cetera, right? So, what's it called? This week as well, it's wanted to let y'all know about 2 great conferences that are coming up. One is the psychotherapy, what the heck is it called? It's in DC, they have it every year.
Networker.
Right. Symposium, networker, that I completely forgot about it. And so good opportunities to get CEU credits there. And no, we would not be, in the past we were able to sponsor some, but maybe not this year. This year, maybe in the future. Also next week as well, I'm thinking about going to the American Counseling Association conference. It's in Orlando. Again, no, we're not be sponsoring any individuals this year due to certain reasons, right? So.
Oh, Frank, I'm not going this year, but Nisha asked if there was somebody who's also a member of IAC who could help with their booth. So if you're going to go, you might want to stop by the International Association of Counseling booth.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe let them know if you're going to go.
Gotcha. So this year, the reason I did see that email, I'm actually trying to get CEUs.
Okay.
What happened last time was the last time that we went, I was so enthralled. Like when you're at the booth, you really can't get CEUs, and that's the only reason why I'm going. To get the concentrated CEUs in a setting, so I don't have to worry about.
Well, there's 2 different counseling. Licensed Clinical Professional Counselors of Maryland. They have their spring conference coming up, and there's 2, and they always have a real big crowd for a 1-day conference. I just got their brochure in the mail, but you can find it for getting CEUs that are not social work CEU like others. 30 have to be identified as offering CEUs that a counselor can use.
Gotcha.
But
we just dropped the ball on is getting our certification to do CEUs.
To go with NBCC?
Yeah, so let's put that as a goal. And one of them is these things that keeps dropping off. And I realized that the problem is I need to get somebody to actually do it. If I do it, it's not going to get done. I'm not doing it.
I thought Carrie Young sent it in, but they are so busy that I know you have to follow up with them. I'm not even sure if she did.
Yeah.
But for anybody who is, because you can use it, that I attended a training on how to write treatment plans, offered by my employer.
I'm noticing on therapy notes that there's this new, what is it called? Fuel injection or something like that. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's a little button at the top, and then it gives a summary and some other clinical.
We want to just say, okay, hey, look, how can we add value to our clients? Right? What is it that we can do to add value? One of the things was housing, right? So we noticed that a lot of y'all might know or might not know, but we also have a real estate component that I've been trying to kick off the ground. And so 2 weeks ago, I attended another conference. It was like, it's the local Howard County Association of Realtors, right? So I attended their conference, and they were saying that affordable housing is a big crisis in Maryland, which I'm sure a lot of you all know. So when I've heard that one of her clients, she was going to be homeless. We kind of jumped in to give her like, try to find like temporary housing. So we were able to find that. And then we were also able to find her some affordable housing in Baltimore. I'm not saying, don't know like the, how it looks or things of that nature, but that was one area where, especially with the PRP, the mentorship, the Adult Mental Health Ally Program, we were really trying to add value to the clients' lives. So if there's anything of that sort that you all see, any clients that are really struggling with this, also, we help them. Sometimes we help them find primary cares. And with that mental health ally program, the best part about it is like the ally can take them to the appointment. So they had to get some medication. We took them to the primary care doctor, took them grocery shopping. We were able to really add that value beyond just the therapy piece of it, right? So we're done. Now it's just, admin, wrap-ups, emails, bunch of stuff. So I think it was good, good interview. Y'all didn't get the intern, but yeah, that the new intern, we had somebody interview, so she interviewed really good. This one as well, we'll extend the offer letter. Hopefully we can give you all an update on it. Now it's time for, kind of like a late lunch, I guess early dinner type of thing. Go eat some good grub, then go home to the kids. Then we'll be right back at it tomorrow. All right, thanks.
He wanted to chew me out about the notes. For tomorrow, I saw the calendar thing. I've been moving, and I was telling Carrie Ann that I would get those notes done. And the other thing was, I don't know what's going on with therapy notes. I meant to tell her about that today, but for some reason, I cannot just go into it. So I've been doing therapy haphazardly. Like I use Google Meets. I've been using everything, but outside of that thing. So I don't know what's going on with therapy notes. I don't see an update or anything.
So you're not able to log into therapy notes?
I can log in, but when I go on to talk to people, they can't hear me, and then it takes forever. Even the clients are having a problem. Like we'll see each other, but we can't get to each other, and that happened all last week. So what I've been doing is sending them Google Meet links, or I will call them on my phone.
Do me a favor here. Can you call Therapy Notes support when it happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that in the morning because I noticed like the camera is red. And then sometimes they can't hear me, but I can hear them, or it's vice versa. So I'm like, what is going on with this?
Okay.
The notes I started working on, they'll all be done. I'm very sorry I was moving. It was a horrible move.
Oh my gosh, I'm terribly sorry.
It was horrible.
Oh my
gosh. I got it done.
Is it a good story for the vlog? About your terrible move? About your terrible move? Yeah, what made it so horrible?
Well, I'm by myself in Maryland, so I have to move my own stuff. So just finding movers, getting out of the apartment. When I said I was going to get out of the apartment, I didn't. And so I had to ask them for another week. And then I also resigned from my daytime job. So it was a lot going on.
Oh.
So, because I told them I want to do more, focus on more therapy versus the hospice stuff.
Yeah.
Hospice became very tedious.
Cheryl, this is going to be on our vlog. Just letting you know.
Huh?
This is going to be on our vlog. I have a video. I have a guy that's recording me in the day in the life of.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Okay. I just let you know. Just let
everybody know, including the vlog, the notes will be done. They actually were done. They just aren't transferred over into therapy notes yet.
Got you. And so what we can do is also the treatment plans, right?
Yeah. That one too, because I met the new people, but I told Carrie Ann, so it will take the second meeting for me to tell them to sign it, because when I'm doing the actual eval and doing a treatment plan, I tell them, okay, once I type up your treatment plan, I'm going to send it over to you to sign it. So my
Gotcha.
So that was another issue. But we're gonna get it together. But I was asking for, like, for me, like a checklist, because when I go and do all those notes and it says you're all done, I'm thinking I'm all done. Like there's nothing pending. So she said that the thing that Mike does is like a checklist. So I'm thinking for the therapist, we need like actually something I can check off. Like so it can become part of my routine. Like it's, did I do the she said those therapy, the progress therapy notes.
Gotcha.
What are those things called?
I'm
If
gonna.
I could get someone to make a checklist so I can just put it in my planner, like when I'm doing my weekly work, and I'm like, and I'll go through and audit my own cases versus him having to audit and me waiting on the email.
All right, you schedule that tomorrow 10. We do have like a checklist per se. It is on the training guide. Do you know the training guide?
No, I don't. Where is that located?
All right, so if you go to lattewellness.com, you go all the way down to resources, and then you go to internal staff site.
I can't go on this.
All right, so I was using the restroom. I ran into my neighbor, my office neighbor. Introduce yourself.
My name is Mikkel Weathers.
She does.
I am I don't know. I have many hats. I'm a wife, I'm a woman of God, I'm a mother, I am a mini masterpiece creator, and I serve in the self-care space.
Yeah. And so last time we met, I don't know if she made it to the vlog, but she introduced me to this book, 3 Kings. You know, it's about King David, King Saul, King David, and King David's son, Absalom, right? And how basically it's the gist of the book essentially is your leadership style that of like Saul, King David, or Absalom, right? And then help me out here. So like with Saul, how he treated his successor David, right? Eventually that jealousy, that anger, and that rage, you know, like he was trying to kill him with the spear, you know, and he was a hair above the rest, and just basically how he went about it, right? The way that he moved. Whereas David, he was the youngest of the sons. I think it was Samuel. Like he was anointed by Samuel. But the thing about David was, although he was king, when Samuel anointed him king, it wasn't until 10 years later.
It might have been more than 10 years.
Yeah, at least 10. At least 10 till he went on the throne. I was just thinking about that today, and basically in how like God might give you something, but God's timing. Right? We're expecting microwave timing where, hey, you give it to me now. This thing's supposed to hey, give it to me now, give it to me now. And also how when David had an opportunity to kill Saul, he's like, no, I'm not going to hurt God's anointed. Where if Saul, vice versa, if Saul had the opportunity to kill David, he would have killed him on the spot. Right? And so basically here, it's kind of like on David, he looked at things through God's lens, and he allowed God to use him in the process. And even at the end, when his son was trying to take over the throne and trying to kill him and overthrow him, he didn't stop him. Right? And the book, essentially, he was making the author, he was making the arguments, a couple of things, basically because David knew what it was like when you had a king that didn't allow the secession, right? Was trying to kill the person who was trying to succeed you, and he knew because he was under Saul, right? He served Saul. He was basically working for Saul for such a long time, and so when his son came over,
He was saying, look, if it was meant to be, if this is what God wants, if this is God's will, I'm gonna let this thing happen according to God's will. Anything you want to add on the Three Kings?
I was just thinking about the leadership styles. You know how, like, in your space, in the mental health space, you talk about attachment styles and different things like that. So there is a way you lead, right? So, you know, I'm a compassionate person. I lead with empathy. I lead with, you know, you have strengths and different things like that. But I think we do have to submit ourselves to the character of God. And David was a perfect illustration of that. In that he waited. So you led with the timing of God. The timing of God is providential, right? Because when you think about, you set something in the oven and you put it in the oven on 375, right? What you get out at the end of it, if you don't eat it right away, it's still going to be tasty after the fact. When you put something in the microwave, which you spoke to, the timing, how we want something instant. When you put something in the microwave, you heat it up, it's only good for a certain time. It then becomes rubbery. It becomes inedible. Like if you try to make some French fries in the microwave, it's going to be different than if you put them in the oven. Now, you might have to wait a little longer, but the outcome is a little different. So I feel like the timing of God is so pivotal. Like just like me meeting you. Divine appointments, divine assignments, right? And it's time lines up with purpose. And I believe that David knew that there is succession, right? And so he's like, I'm not going to hinder what God may be doing, even in this adversity, or even in this persecution, even in this stressful thing between me and my son. I'm going to allow God to be sovereign. So the whole thing about character, because David had to experience some things. Even Joseph. When we go to Joseph, this isn't a part of the book, but when you go to Joseph, he was from the mistreatment of his brothers, dysfunctional family, to hearing God clearly and knowing his purpose and his call. But the time in between, he realized his purpose and his call. So what he had to experience to prepare to lead was totally different, you know? And so I just think that we have to keep in mind, can we lead at a certain time? We probably can. We probably have all of the books. You know, we go to college, we go to a certification, right. But is it time now, or is there still something that we need to glean in order to lead effectively? Because your gifts and your talents can take you to places, but it's really the character that sustains you. So that was what I got from that book. Is like, it's one thing to lead, but it's one thing to lead well. And I think that that's what that book showed us, like servant leadership. He definitely was a servant leader.
Yeah. Christ also was a servant leader, right?
Yeah.
And so, it's my sister in Christ here. You know, like she told me to read the book, and I went home that night. I read home that night, Audible, and I was, because, you know, a lot of people tell you stuff, right? And I was like, okay, you know, they tell you stuff. And so,
so let me ask you a question.
Yeah, man.
What we talked about, the timing of God. We talked about divine encounters. We talked about. So why do you believe that was providential for you to, like, the time is now? Because faith is action, right? So was it that I spoke to a place in faith where you were like, oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Let me see, because that's something I need now. That made you say, let me download it and take the information in now instead of floating it like a balloon? I'm just curious.
So the question is, all right, what made me not procrastinate, right?
Nice.
A couple of things. I'm a big procrastinator, and that's what God's working on with me on this one, right? So like, I wanted to, because that's me, right? There's things in my business right now that I'm just procrastinating on. So it's something that I'm working on, right? And God's working with me on it. So I'm trying to do better. And then also, the way that she spoke about the book, it was just something, you know. Again, you know, she was telling me about definitely talk. You know, I definitely saw that she was like a woman of God, right? A servant of God here. And oftentimes in our prayers, sometimes you're praying about something and you don't realize that God is answering your prayer because you want it a certain way, but can he speak to you through others? And in that situation, in the Bible study, because I've been doing this very powerful Wednesday Bible studies, they really talked about waiting on God and really slowing down and looking at the various ways that God is talking to you through the things that you might not even think of. And so I took that as, it because I actually love studying the characters of the Bible, especially leadership, right? And when she was telling me about David and Saul, basically, like the what can you glean? What can so it was very, very intriguing. And then I said, and that was a really hectic week for me. Real hectic week for me too, but in the Bible study, they talked about, can you make time for God?
Oh.
Right?
What are you making time for?
Exactly. And so, and so then on that one, I said, okay, hey, let me,
That was your challenge, your charge. You was like, I have just the thing that I'm going to make time,
So very.
Well, thanks for sharing that, and thanks for welcoming me into your space again to participate in your day in the life of Mr. Lardy.
Yeah.
And I just, when I come into an area, I want to bless it. So I just pray that God continues to blow your mind, that He helps you to perceive things that you have not perceived before, that He increases your territory, enlarges your borders, and that you will never be the same from this year to the next year, that you will see exponential growth, that your staff team, they will grow just because they've connected and aligned with you, and that you will be able to see who is for you and who is not for you. And that the path that was not straight, where you felt like it may have been some detours in the road, where you didn't know to go right or to go left, that God is going to direct you in the path. He said that He's a lamp unto your feet, a light unto your path. So when you take one step in His direction, He's going to bless the road ahead. So I just declare that and decree that over your life, and I'm going to be in great expectation to hear the next testimony and to see what the next encounter produces. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. That was wonderful.
All right, so here you got Randy setting up. I'm vlogging. You know what I mean? We starting off the day. You want the first cup? All right, yeah. So we got the thing. Starting off the day. We got a 10 o'clock here. We're just gonna be setting up Randy with his just setting him up with our social medias, setting him up with the stuff, and we're gonna get it. I just signed up for my additional I signed up for another half marathon this weekend, the Annapolis. It's gonna be fun. The Annapolis is gonna be really, really fun. My official time again was 2:25 last time. Let's see if we can cut it down like 2:10 if we go under two hours. Let's see, but hey, we're training in public, which is crazy, but let's do it. All right, I'll check in later. 3. All right, so for today, the plan is to get Randy set up with our social medias so he can start tapping in, start making that. I gotta get him, have him buy Final Cut Pro, right? So buy the Final Cut Pro to do some edits. Let's start doing some posts on our so we have a Latte Wellness and a Latte Realty, so we're going to be doing posts on that. So I got to set them up with Loomly, story, where we get our current B-roll from, the music, Chat DTP, you can use that, and really it's just, let's start. Again, we want to do at least 3 to 5 posts a day, which is going to be crazy, right? So he's going to be, it's going to be busy. We're supposed to go to DC for the conference, but it's $1,000 conference, and then the thing is, like, it starts, I think, like Thursday, Friday. Let's say it starts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But the crazy part is the Saturday one. Like, all the good ones that you want to go to, they're like already full. You can't even register. So I was like, why am I even wasting my time then? So I'm gonna be doing a half. and you know I'm gonna take y'all along on the Annapolis half. And so today is really just like a admin day, catch up. You know, you got a problem. You know, we're gonna outline the problem with the PRP, with our mentorship program. Gotta start, you know, planning out stuff because we got a conference in April, and then we have our April 26th. We have our thing with the gymnastics place, so it's gonna be pretty busy. So we'll check in. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna be building traction for the blog by doing more posts on our socials, TikToks, Instagrams, and all that, right? So if you can build traction there, then you're good, right? Because you build traction on your TikToks, then you know, draw them over. And I think this week, you know, we're gonna have that strategy session, right? So this is gonna be really good week, and say, hey, look, guys, we're taking it here, you know. So let's do it. Okay. All right. So right now we're gonna be meeting with the marketing team. Team in Nigeria and Ghana. We work together essentially to make the video. So I'm going to be introducing them to Randy, who's going to be, you know, shooting the videos, and he's going to be doing a lot of the posts. Hey, Victor, Frankie, how are you all doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. All right. So this is Randy.
Good morning.
And as I said, he's going to be assisting with. He's going to be shooting the videos, and also going to be doing edits soon. He's going to have to definitely learn, you know, Final Cut Pro on the Mac side of it. I know you all use the Adobe.
Yeah.
But we're gonna use Final Cut Pro.
Right.
I'm sure it's similar.
Right. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah. So, video editing is not his first thing, but we're gonna be learning.
Right.
All right. So. But for now, you all will still stick to editing the videos. Again, he's really going to be following me around on a day in the life of, and really focusing on. I'm trying to post like three times a day.
Yeah.
Right. So taking especially I think in terms of the you know, in terms of the social media stuff, you know, taking it slow, you know, helping out with the shorts, you know, taking the thing, helping out with the shorts, and start slowly and then working his way up to the big boys. But and then also, I told him sometimes I may have him just take it to the next level. I mean, our biggest problem is this, right? My day in the life of is pretty boring. Right? I'm in meetings all day. Again, so how do you turn meetings into whatever? Right? And so that's what we're trying to do. And also, I think I want him to help on more the US side of it, right? Like there's a lot of things that you all might miss. Yeah, not because it is. It's just, you know, it's just culturally, if you haven't lived in the US, you wouldn't be able to be,
Exactly.
You know. All right. So, Randy wanted to learn a couple of things here. What questions did you have for the team, Randy?
Yeah, just more so, if I could more so just see like your like workflow and more so how you guys do things, so I can definitely come in and like just be an asset And then any tips you have as far as video editing?
All right, so what we're gonna do is, starting today, I'm even gonna challenge Randy. This is gonna be tough. 5 times a day challenge, right? Everybody's gonna be posting 5 times a day on our socials.
Let's do it.
Right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what impact that has. Right? We're gonna look at, you know what, y'all focus on that. I'm gonna get the statistics right now for today. That's my goal, right? On the Lati Realty, whatever, you know, hey, Tuesday, let's look at it on the week, right? What happens when we do the 5 times a day, 5 times a day challenge on there, right? So it's very tough, right? This is gonna be something where I'm asking you all to gonna really dig deep, right? And maybe even some pictures. Does it always have to be videos?
Nope.
Right? You know, like make a little picture carousel. Bing, 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 bing. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't really, you know, like, what is something that you're really passionate about, Frankie?
What I'm passionate about is marketing, helping people sell their stuff. That's what I'm very passionate about.
Right.
So that's why I'm really obsessed about design and making things look pretty and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty obsessed about design, good design, and making this pretty.
Yeah, no, I get it. How about you, Victor?
Well, I'm pretty obsessed about storytelling, video editing, telling stories. I mean, making fantastic stories. I just thought of something. It might be crazy, but I feel like recording myself on a field trip from Nigeria to Ghana. I like telling stories, yeah. Editing videos and telling stories, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, right? You know, yeah, so the 5 times a day challenge, and what we're gonna do here, let me see here, yep, I think, yeah, I think every day, right? Today, Tuesday, we're gonna have a marketing meeting every day at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Marketing meeting, right? For now, for the rest of this week, right? Frankie, Randy, right? I don't know why I'm not able to get that, man. Right? Yeah, so let's why the heck? Victor. And then tell me about the things, all right? So, let me do this. More options. Repeat. Custom. Give me a second here. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So the challenge has been coming back to the video editing. So sometimes I do some edits, but then I miss certain stuff. So the goal right now is to have a process document what I'm doing. So if I'm doing a video, I'm going to take it day by day and have a plan for the edit. Plan for shorts, plan for the whole video, plan for each segment of the video so that I don't miss stuff as I go along. So that has been my challenge, but then, I mean, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. Personal thing in here, like I told y'all, keep it your own challenges and your own things. If you're going through it, somebody else is going through it as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But I would say this. Hey, if you all start catching in Africa and Nigeria, if you all start catching in Ghana and Nigeria, I'm not complaining. Nigeria's population is what? What's the population of Nigeria, man?
We are over 200 million.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time. I'm telling you, man. It's only a matter of time. Boom. It's only a matter of time, man. Shoot, man. I wish I would. Man. Because here's the thing, right? You catch in Nigeria, right? Let's say we catch in Nigeria, right? Right now I spend $10,000 a month on marketing.
Right.
You know why I'm trying to do videos? Because eventually I can spend less on that marketing and the videos is gonna be, they can do it.
Yeah.
Right? But once you have that thing, once you have that audience, all it takes is just boom. A new developer in Nigeria is gonna reach out, gonna DM and say, hey, can you come do this video on my new development?
Right.
I see that y'all did a little thing. Can you come do this video on my new development?
Right.
Why not?
Yeah. So even with Mr. Denser, I'm trying to get a drone for when I go on Friday. I'm trying to get a drone so that I can have like aerial footage and have some nice footage that we can provide for him as well. So maybe he can sell us as well. So yeah, that's the plan for Friday as well.
How much is a drone? Do you know?
I'm trying to rent it.
How much is buying it?
Okay, I'll check and let you know. It should not be more than 500.
That I get it. Hey, look, it's boring. So I'm talking to the team right now, just the importance of consistency, right? So what I told them was like, hey, look, guys, look, I get it. My life is boring. My day in the life is boring. I'm in meetings all day. I get it. I understand. Randy's gonna help me fix that. But whatever we do, like any content that we do, I said you got to do it a year before you see results. But if you look at it just in terms of having the baby, I'm talking to the camera right now, right? It takes 9 months to have a baby, right? But when the female's pregnant, she doesn't start showing until 3-4 months. So that means that, hey, every day she's eating, every day, and then slowly the baby's building, the baby's doing that. Then you start to see then you're starting to get the traction, then you're starting to get, whatever. So right now we're in that beginning stages. You haven't started showing yet, right? Every week. And so then what we're going to be doing is Randy's going to be doing more posts. Believe it or not, the strategy is supposed to be, hey, the more I watched this brand, I saw this video on this brand and they blew up on social media. He was like, yeah, the difference between me and you is the number of posts that you do. You might do 1 post a day. I'm doing 4 to 7 posts a day on social.
Wow.
He was like, yeah, that's how we do it. Like and again, it's no magic pill. There's no one thing's gonna get, it's boom. Give me something spectacular, right? And I'm even saying on the meetings, now my strategy is, hey, look, I get it, right? I understand that the meetings are boring, but the storyline, and I'm gonna have Randy also work on this, is, hey, compile all my meetings and just make it into a minute TikTok. Hey, these are my meetings for today. You think it's boring, right? Victor, I agree with you. Have you ever, in the U.S., what's really big? These food critic folks.
Yeah.
Even in there, right? They go there to eat the food and then they're done.
And I find myself watching those videos.
Yeah, I'm sure his friends told him, look, this is not gonna work. You eating food at whatever and tasting it, he's not even a food. There's no special graphics. He's literally there eating the food. Literally something I do every day. But he's been doing it he has like 700 followers, 700,000 subs on YouTube, you know? And so like, let's just continue this. I want you all to continue the Ghana stuff. Continue the thing. It's gonna pay off. Right? Trust me on this. Keep doing it. It's not one video that's gonna do, it's daily videos.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking to the team about. And I'm gonna be once Randy gets into this, it's gonna be really, you'll see the more we start posting on the TikToks, the more our attractions are gonna be, and again, I'm not trying to be that goofy guy on TikTok, I'm just trying to really be myself, because that's easier to sustain, than versus trying to, build this character and all of, I mean, come on, man. Like I've seen plenty of people that and then also we're gonna be doing more photos, right? And then Randy's gonna be helping me on the LinkedIn, hey, look, can you post LinkedIn every day? Blah, 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 blah. This and this and this, right? What I learned today, X, Y, and Z, right? Yeah, so I'll beat this bush one more time, right? Because they love me hear me talking here. It was like when I've planted a tree, right? And the landscape guy had over 20 years of experience. He said, hey, look, you got to water this thing every day. And you're only going to see 3-inch growth for the year. But he said, I need you to water this every day for 3 months, just for the tree, just to go 3 inches every day. He said, but don't stop watering it. Don't stop putting the water in it. Trust that it's going to grow. When people buy trees from these things, and these are like $100 trees, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, yeah, he's like, where they do it is they stop watering because they don't see the growth in 2 weeks. Oh, it's not growing. So you know what I did? I was just consistent. Like, I just watered that thing every day. 3 months. I had to do it for 3 months. And then it grew to 3 inches. Some even grew more. And so what we're doing right now, we're just setting up the groundwork. We're just setting those things up. I'm gonna encourage you all too, is I know that you all don't see it's hard to see it right now, what I'm seeing. Right? My thing is I can see where it's gonna go. I'm telling you, like, this whole Ghana, Nigeria thing, once we do catch the traction, it's gonna boom. Because nobody else is getting you content like that. Everybody else's content is one person. So Victor, I'm gonna encourage you again. Hey, look, give me shots of Legos, right? The US Nigerians are gonna eat that up. Send a link to the therapist, right? We'll send a mass email. We're gonna send a link every time, and we're actually gonna just post it in their therapy notes, right? Hey, this program is there, and then in that document, right? And then what we're also then gonna do is every time we reach a step, every time it's at one step and it's going to the next step, what we'll then do is we'll communicate that somehow, right? Hey, this is a step. For more information on this particular step, look at this document that was uploaded in there, right? So essentially what we have is we have everything there, and we're just calling out the particular step that we're on, right? I gave you all this. This is kind of a running handbook, right? Essentially here, what we'll do is...
be sharing, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Alright.
this is like a running handbook for a half marathon that I'm doing. Right? It got SIFs, official hotels, schedule of events, right? Whatever. How to pick up my thing, packet pickup, basically everything here, right? Prohibited items. It's just a page, and it has, hey, look, everything's here. Right? Start, stop. Hey, this is where 7 a.m. start. Right? whether or not people read it or not. What I'm thinking is, since we already have this page here, right? What I'm thinking is, since we already have this page here, Brianna, I'll have you updated the wording.
Okay.
Right? We gotta change every step. Right? We'll have to change every step. I don't know if it is the steps, but basically what I want to say is you're in the various phases, right? So the first phase is, I don't know if you want to call it determination, right?
Okay.
Right? Need, or maybe we call it what it is, right? Right? We need the referral. We need a referral from your what is it called? We need a referral from your
Therapist.
right, sorry, I'm looking at
okay.
funny things. Need a referral from your therapist, right? And then once we have that referral from the therapist, then we submit we input that into the system, pending review. We get their decision, approved or denied. We communicate that. We assign you a PRP mentor. Then we gotta, assign you the PRP intake, and then you schedule the first session. Right?
Okay.
Treatment plan, all of that stuff. Right? Essentially, that's kind of like at a very, very high level. What needs to happen is, for everybody that's interested and everybody that's doing this, I don't know who is best, but we need to talk to them in the consultation. Hey, these are the steps that we're going to take.
Right.
Right? This is the process. Bing, 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 bing. Also, for the therapist, right? Initially, maybe it's an email. I think we're good, yeah.
Okay, so more behind the scenes of the day in the life. Oh, let me get my flash. The lighting's way better in here. We might have to redo that shot in here, actually. I think the natural light combined with this light is a good combination. So I'll bring the sign over. And then, but I know you have a 1 o'clock.
Yeah, just while I'm, I want to be more like on my natural thing. Yeah, we can do the sign. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Rock and roll.
photo shoot here.
Yep. There we go. Let me do some test shots. Okay. Good thing those are tests because settings are all out of whack, but we should be good now. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. There we go. Okay, a little bright. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. There we go. And if you could just point to the sign. Perfect. There we go. We'll get some good ones. I'll probably put those in black and white. Nice and easy. We're good. Thank you, sir. Okay. Right now we're good.
All right, so we just wrapping up Randy's second day. He's he's drinking from the fire hose right now. We're headed to pick up my car. The windshield wiper broke, and basically, yeah, man, this thing's dirty. This thing is, and then yeah, it's coming up right here. Yeah, it's gonna be to the left. Yeah, so I'm gonna go pick up my car here, and oh yeah, park that car. So what are your thoughts on the second day, Randy?
Day 2, great second day. Thinking of how to make the social media, the marketing, how to make it seamless, and how to 10x it like we've talked about. So I'm excited for this, and this is what I'm passionate about.
That's good.
Media, marketing, so storytelling. So I can't beat it. Everything that I love and I'm passionate about. And I know I was put on this earth to do, so
Nice.
this is exciting stuff.
Nice. All right. So you just talked to Randy. So as I was telling Randy, pretty much, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot of admin stuff and then meetings. And so now, we had that 5-post challenge. So now, his goal is to figure out how to take that day. One of our thought processes for our TikToks, hey, this is the, these are the meetings that we had for today, and just do a quick voice memo on the meetings that we had for today, and yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Like the first week he's drinking from the fire hose, but as the weeks progress, we're gonna get there, and so yeah, we'll check in tomorrow. All right, so we're at Expert Auto. Just gonna go pick up the car. Talk to the guy, and we'll check in. All right, so Wednesday, the 19th, March, about to work out here. We got Randy trying to get he's getting the drone set up. So he's setting up the drone. Yeah, man, get that drone set up. I'm about to do a workout. Let me get the other thing so y'all can see on that one. And they got the 10 o'clock. I won't be at the 10 o'clock. I'll let y'all, yeah, so let's get the workout in. All right, this is our rough setup, where we're just down here roughing it. It's fine, Don't worry, because we're gonna do a contrast, working from here, right? All right, good morning, everyone. I got my got the team on, and we're just having every day. We're having our marketing meeting, touch base meeting to touch base to talk about it, talk about how the progress is going, and I'll repeat what you said, Victor.
So I was saying, we started a new YouTube channel, and that day we posted, we got 0 engagement. I mean, nobody clicked on our post. Just yesterday, which is 3 days after, we are having more than 150, 200, 300 engagements. I mean, people are watching already, and I believe as we go on consistently for the next months, posting up to 5 to 10 contents every single day, we will be able, I guess, and we'll consistently show up every single day.
Yeah, no, you're right. So I'm almost thinking here, let's just put our focus, I think we should just probably put our focus on the Instagram and the TikTok.
Okay, or YouTube.
YouTube is long content. You want to do the long content once a week. But remember, all, and then when you post, you just comment and be like, hey, watch the full thing here. You know, hey, check out our YouTube channel as the pinned comment. Right? So essentially, I'm talking to the camera here. So we're trying to strategize, right? What happened was we started a TikTok for our realty thing, but I had my team in Ghana started, so we weren't getting a US based audience. Now we switched it, and now it looks like posting consistently is paying off, right? So now no, we wanted to YouTube. I was saying, like, I don't know if we're getting that much on the Facebook. Yeah, double check on that.
Do we have a Facebook page for the realty group? I know we do for wellness too.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I gotta check it for you. All right, but essentially, keep doing what you were doing.
Okay.
Right? I'm glad that you bought into my madness. Right?
Yeah.
We gotta go all in. Like, so essentially what I'm hearing is the TikTok that we started 2 days ago is doing better than the one that we started like two months ago.
And to speak on TikTok, I do need to post on TikTok. I've been doing only Instagram. So even Victor sent me a voice note this morning just suggesting to use Loomly. I didn't know it was connected, so now that I know that, I can just post right to both.
Yeah. I mean, consider the first week as getting acclimated, right? The first week, but now we're getting into the thing. You know, Victor's been doing this a while.
Right.
And again, I like your storytelling, Victor, in the shorts. Yeah, no, I think that's great. No, I think that's a great idea, man. I think that's a great idea.
So no perfect expectations. This is not everything you're gonna get for the price you're paying for, and then how much reach we've gotten, we've much we've done in the past. So we are presenting you with numbers of what we think we can provide for you, for how much we want you to pay.
I think that's a great idea. No. I think yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah. So yeah, I know y'all working on the editing, so just continue working on that, and we're going to be working on our side. Yeah, man, this is coming along. No, yeah, I think it's coming along good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too.
Got you.
I think we didn't get out more.
Yeah. And hopefully next week too, we'll be able to get out more on our end here. Randy has a drone. Here's our dilemma. The dilemma is, I was trying to get a drone for Victor. I might have to just mail it to him, to be honest with you, because it's like $1,000.
On your side.
Yeah.
I mean, if the delivery from Ghana is not that expensive, I can get it from this side. Like what I saw, like,
Here's the thing. What you got, I can get it here for like $200, $300. It's ridiculously expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just did it because I knew that y'all were going to see Mr. Denton. I was like, all right, I'll bite the bullet for it because I knew I had a special purpose. Right. Other than that, I would not. It's a little bit electronics. So the other crazy business idea that I was thinking of was, all right, look, create like an express courier service, right? Because even if, again, like even when people want to get computers, electronics in Nigeria, you know, they always want it from wherever, right? You know, hey, they want it from wherever, but like, you know, it's just crazy, right? So yeah, I mean, that's what we'll, I mean, that's essentially, I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know. That's my far-fetched idea.
Whenever I'm ready to jump on it, we can hash out the details.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, so I just talked to Frankie. He went to go shoot some footage for us for Lati Realty Ghana, which is good. Yeah, you all gonna be seeing that. You know, you all gonna be seeing clips from there. Randy's gonna start working on the vlog, on this week's vlog, right? And so when he does it, I want him to incorporate everything that we've been doing, all the behind the scenes. You can even put some of the Instagram posts that you have, you know, after you say, hey, we had 5 posts a day. Check out some of our videos. Get some videos from what's it called? Frankie and Victor. Right. Say, hey, look, let's add that into this week's vlog. Right. You know, to show I know Victor's going to be adding it. So the content right now is crazy, man. Our content is going to be crazy. So definitely stay tuned. All right.
Say 312 Marshall is our primary address, and our mailing address is 8101 Sandy Springs Road. I don't know if there's any other outdated things.
Already recording, sir.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we're headed to Best Buy. About to buy one of the
Osmos. Yep. That's it. There we go.
make sure this.
Where the adapters?
The adapters, let me see. Oh, so like
we had the what's it called? Phone, the SD.
Here we are.
All right, yeah, we're leaving Best Buy, and yeah, I just headed home. That's it. You know. Any thoughts for the day, Randy?
It's been a productive day so far. Still on this challenge, pushing on 5 5 pieces of new content every day, so pushing myself and like growing from it. So yeah, it's really needed. Really needed. Yes, sir. Until next time.
Don't want to get the security guards, but yeah. And this is the front. We're going to the front of it. Now I'm just waiting for the lady to give me a dang call. Let's do it. Let me show you all the lobby. Lobby's nice. This is Regis. You know, Regis nice. Got a little lounge areas. You know what I mean? Got the nice little lounge. Sofa spaces. Oopsies. It's downtown Silver Spring. I'll show you on the outside of it. To the front. A little space you can 2 hours free to think, contemplate your life. Right? Alright, cool, Randy. Hey, I'm in downtown Silver Spring. I may be getting an office down here. Yeah. A lot of things. Yeah, so you want to come around like maybe like 1? Are you already on your way? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Or let me give you a call when I'm headed out of here. Oh man, oh man. Man, he got crab cake bit, man. Let me go take a bite of it. Okay.
Okay.
Bite real quick.
Let's get the mix.
Thank you, Randy.
Absolutely.
Delicious. Yeah. I'm gonna save that for home.
Okay.
Gonna drive over. I'm with Randy.
Sir.
There we go. Make sure it's. I'm with Randy. There's Randy.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I'm about to go pick up the our race bibs and everything for the Annapolis Running Festival. So that should be fun. And yeah, we'll talk later.
Boom. Can't wait. Is pretty smooth. It is.
All right, so Randy's here. We're doing a packet pickup at the Navy Marine Corps Stadium. Navy Stadium, midshipment. Yeah, setting up. Oh man, I was expecting music and all that.
As soon as you said it, now I hear a little bit of music.
Okay, there you go. So, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so got the half. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of people here. You know, we got that, got the little running shirt, okay. You got the blue one. Yeah, nice little Under Armour things. Yeah, be wearing this tomorrow, keep us warm. And
All right.
are there meters? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So we're going to the state house.
Yep. Off to the state house.
Oh shoot, let me get the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, we're headed out to the state house right now.
Yep.
And yeah.
Unplanned. Yes, sir.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram.
All right, we're at the Maryland State House. I mean, this is the Delegate House. Earlier, we went to the State House. It's beautiful in here. Love the architecture. The second floor, man, it's nice, man. I feel, man, you can tell her if we do see her. Is it he or she? Woods. Yeah, we signed up for the Annapolis race. They're doing a big running festival tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
it can be. So this is our office, and right now we got a bill on social worker, and we trying to get out and stuff like that. So she does. So you come in here and talk. They are documentary. So when we do a documentary, he's doing a vlog. Is it vlog? So he's gonna he may interview you today. You never know.
Yeah, why not? You're chief of
She's
staff.
ready. Yeah, she's chief of staff.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? What does that entail?
Everything.
Introduce yourself. You made it to our vlog.
Hello, my name is Delapo Olomo. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Delapo Olomo. I'm working as Delegate Woods Chief of Staff during this legislative session. So my job as the Chief of Staff is basically managing her life. Yes, I have to make sure that she is at all her appointments at the right time. I have to ensure that she has all the documents that she needs. She's attending meetings at the right time. She's where she needs to be at the right time. I'm meeting with people when she can't. I'm sending emails constantly. I'm reaching out to people to support her bills. I'm reaching out to committee members to also assist in passing her bills, basically. And yeah, and other miscellaneous stuff that.
So tell us more about Delegate Woods. What jurisdiction? What district?
So she represents District 26, that is in Prince George's County. The cities within that district are Oxon Hill, Fort Washington, and Friendly. And so all the constituents within that district, she basically represents them and brings all their issues and needs that they have to the General Assembly and tries as much as possible to have bills that would support her constituents and their children and their grandparents and all of that and ensure their lives are what they want it to be, basically. So, and she's also the secretary for the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland, which is the largest Black caucus in the nation. And she's also a preacher, so she's a woman of faith. And yeah, she's very involved in a lot of great initiatives that basically not just help the people in her district, but also the entire residents in the state of Maryland. So,
How did you get this?
well, I actually got this position through another delegate. I was an intern here last session for Delegate Davis. And Delegate Davis and Delegate Woods have a great relationship. And Delegate Woods was in need of a chief of staff, and Delegate Davis recommended me to her. And we had her interview, we kicked it off, it was amazing. So yeah, that's how I got this job.
What are you currently doing?
At the moment, I am on my way to law school. I am preparing for law school, going to, I'm hoping to be a criminal defense attorney. So next year fall, God willing, I will be in law school by then. So yeah, that's, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. What school? University of Baltimore. Yeah, I actually graduated from Bowie State University like 3 months ago. Yes, go Bulldogs, BSU. Yeah. We don't have beef. We don't have beef. Not here. You know, outside of here, then yeah, maybe. But yeah.
I sent you his package to videographers.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us more about your role?
So my name is Darryl Harris, and I am the communication specialist, and also I do the community engagement for Delegate Woods. It just started about 3 weeks ago, but my job is to go out there in the community to help her spread message, make sure she supports the constituents. So National Harbor is one of her main anchor places that you sort of anchor. I think she has one of the, in terms of constituents, she may have one of the biggest ones in Prince George's County. So Oxon Hill, Fort Washington, National Harbor, Akaki, is Akaki under there?
Yes.
Akaki is another one. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's just to help her. I'm just here to communication. I work on a newsletter. We help her with her speeches and those things like that. She's getting us communication now, so we do those things. Yeah. Stay busy. And one of the things we do want to do, and that's why we brought you here, is to document some of the things she's doing.
We gotta do a day in the life. We gotta do a week in the life of with the delegate, and then we'll put it in a package, and then so everybody can see it, and then you put a link to it.
You got it. So that's my other hat, right? So when I'm not here, that's some of the things that we do, like communication. So part of communication is you want the written, the video, all those things, and getting out those messages.
You need to do more TikToks.
Yeah. So
on the things she's working on, 'cause that's where everybody is these days.
I would just tell you have to go where her constituents are. So most of them are on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay.
But you cover all platforms. So we cover all platforms because we want to make sure LinkedIn is good because she has a lot of businesses in her district. So we cover all platforms. We don't discriminate.
Man, yeah.
Is she in the meeting? How much time you got here?
We got all the time you need.
Okay, well she's here. Like I said, this is her office.
Do you think the Laurel delegate, the delegate that represents Laurel, I can look.
Go see where she is.
Because that's where.
Well, you know what? You came on a Friday, so Fridays is one of the days that they kind of leave early because she's so busy. That's what I'm saying. But she's about to finish up, and you get a chance to interview. She was just on she did a video. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, yeah.
She. So on April the 26th, at the Oxon Hill Library, we're doing a whole forum on mental health.
You need some providers to go there?
No, we do. Do you have that flyer?
No, I mean not providers, but a lot of times, the reason why I've asked is because another agency like the Black Brokers Association, they're in real estate, but they're doing a forum on mental health, wellness, and they were like, oh, would you mind doing a table and having stuff for the people that come?
So I'm gonna answer your question. So Delegate Woods is on health government operation.
Okay.
So all the health bills. So you're talking to the right delegate.
Let's go.
In terms of mental health.
Nice.
So all the bills. So I think 4 of her bills. But so April the 26th, we have our mental health program. So we're going to have kids from 1, we're working on the time, but it's from 12 to 4.
Okay.
So we're going to have kids from Prince George's school system.
Okay.
We're going to have one of the persons on the board of the school system. She's going to talk. We have the Black Nurses Association, somebody representing, talking about the panel. So we're going to have a panel there. Mental health dogs there. So that's one of the things we're doing on the 26th.
Yeah.
So you can definitely have a table. I got to talk. Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing it. Yeah, and then interestingly enough, in that afternoon, we're also doing our community event where we do our spring social. So we rented out a whole gymnasium where they have gymnastics, trampoline, balancing. We rented out. It's 18,000 square foot
So this is what
gym.
me tell it. So you ready now? So this is, man, nothing happens for a reason. Nothing happens. Everything lines up, man.
Absolutely, man. Let's go. Let's.
I
love it.
Today is
Yeah.
What day is it? You already Down syndrome.
Yeah, they were out there. Yeah, they're outside.
Did you see people with the socks?
I didn't see them, but.
So what it is.
Come back.
You know what? Can I use the restroom too?
Yeah.
Mushroom coffee.
I'm so glad you asked permission, because I got to ask his permission to do a whole lot of stuff. Can I just tell you that?
You got a big staff now. You got a big staff.
That's daddy, that's mommy right there. I got to get permission with these two right here.
This is nice, man.
And the auntie, and the yeah.
He didn't videotape it.
You didn't videotape my song, Randy. See, that's why he got your brother's name. See, I'm giving Brandy.
So this is
Frank.
Yeah. So
call my Ubers. Was it down there on the other side?
Absolutely.
All right, Delapo, did you want to come in?
Yeah.
She said she's done with it. Here, Delapo, can you hand that to her for me, please?
Absolutely.
Look at it and tell me if you can draw up something from that.
Okay.
Okay, I mean it's not till next Wednesday, but I would like to get something to them by Tuesday. All right.
So this is Randy.
Hi, Randy. Frank and Randy, very pleased to meet you. Thank you.
So Randy was at.
Oh, this is for me.
Oh, he's doing the vlog.
Am I putting this on me or something?
Yeah, we do a vlog.
Okay.
He's the best videographer.
This side of heaven.
There we go.
Should I turn this light off? Or you good? Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Oh yeah. So introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Delegate Jamila Woods, Maryland State Delegate, Legislative District 26 in Prince George's County, Maryland. And the coverage area that I cover in Prince George's County is National Harbor, Fort Washington, Oxon Hill, Temple Hills, parts of Camp Springs, Clinton, Suitland, and Accokeek, Maryland.
What is your, let's say, one or two top things, priorities that you're pushing right now?
So I am currently serve on the Health and Government Operations Committee. There are 6 committees here in the Maryland General Assembly. I serve on Health and Government Operations, so most of my legislation is surrounding healthcare. A piece of legislation that we just passed in both the House and the Senate is HB 666. Don't get caught up by the 666. It's HB 666, and it is coronary artery disease. It addresses allowing people to get, for their insurance, to pay for calcium score testing. Calcium score testing is one of the most successful assessment that you can do to tell even a person who's asymptomatic. They may not have any symptoms of heart disease, but that calcium score testing can tell them if they're at risk for heart disease in the future. And most times the people that fall into those categories are people who may be suffering from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or have a family member who died prematurely from coronary artery disease. Yes.
What's your biggest sense of joy?
Doing this work, in and outside of work, my biggest sense of joy is the ability to be a blessing to other people. I have had a very difficult life in that I grew up in foster care. First 12 years of my life, I was in foster care. I was voted least likely to succeed, for real, for real. Just like David in the scriptures, I don't know if you know, in the Bible, they said that, when the prophet Samuel went to Jesse's house to appoint a king, he told Jesse, bring your sons out, because he's going to appoint one of them king. Jesse brought all his sons but David. David was out in the field, dealing with the shepherds. He was voted least likely to succeed. And in my life coming up in foster care, I was told that as a foster care child that, I shouldn't go to college because we don't fare well. So again, I was voted least likely to succeed, not to even to mention all of the challenges, the trauma and drama. I went through every kind of abuse you can imagine, not that got me into foster care. Once I got into foster care, that's when I dealt with every type of abuse experience: sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse, in what was supposed to be a safe setting. And so for me, it brings joy to be able to take back what was taken from me and to help other people. I also have a bill that's currently in existence in the state of Maryland that's named after my son, who died in 2021, a very unnecessary death because a welfare check wasn't conducted on him when I told them I knew he was dealing with a medical emergency, and they wouldn't check on him because they felt like just because I hadn't heard from him in a few hours that I could either file a missing persons report or, maybe he's just busy. And I'm saying, no, I know my child. When I reach out to my child, because I know he has a medical condition, that my son immediately responds, Ma, I can't talk, you know what I mean? Gives one of those, can I call you later kind of text messages, or will say, Ma, I can't. And after I couldn't reach him for hours, I knew something was wrong. And when I called to try to get help, nobody would follow through to help. It turned out my son had a seizure and he fell and he hit his head. And he died because no one went to check on him. And that was very unnecessary, right? That was very, very unnecessary. So I actually have a law that passed in the state of Maryland called Gabriel's Law that other states are now talking about trying to pass. Because it shouldn't matter whether it's your child, whether it's your uncle, whether it's your neighbor. If you know that there's something's going on with them that could be potentially a life-threatening issue, if you ask for a welfare check, nobody has a right to say, we're not going to do it because we're busy. Or if I told you that there was a head-on collision in front of my house, I don't have to know the people. I don't need to know their background to tell you that something is wrong. I know as a parent, you know as a neighbor, as a spouse, as a friend, that when you can't reach somebody who has a medical condition and no one has talked to them. I had called his job. They said he didn't show up to work. My son never didn't show up to work. He was a supervisor. He never didn't call in, but none of that was good enough for somebody to go out and do a welfare check, and now he's gone. So my greatest joy is to take all of my pain and to use that to fuel my purpose. And then one of my other greatest joys is something that I just found out that it runs in my blood, because I recently found out that I'm the 5th generation great niece of Harriet Tubman. So I'm like, that's so deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I know where this drive comes from. You know what I'm saying? My pleasure. My pleasure.
I love it, man. Yeah, man. Cherry blossoms.
What are your thoughts today, Randy?
A lot of connection, a lot of stuff that kind of work together. So I'm glad I was able to introduce you to Delegate and the people I know. I'm still trying to process everything, but it's been an amazing, unexpected, unplanned day.
Nice.
Well, there you all have it, man.
Gotta get your thoughts too, son.
Hey, man, there you all have it, man. Good connection, man. Hopefully, success is in the follow-up.
Absolutely.
Follow up and take it from there.
There we go. Nice.
If y'all could turn around, just for the thing. Nice. Yeah, nice. All right, thank you all.